Thank you so much. The ghost of Séamus Ennis here, or slash Shane Power. Thank you so much for introducing us. So you're very welcome, everybody, everyone online, and our lovely collection of singers and appreciators of music in the room here. This is our last session for the year. I can't believe it, but with how cold it is already, I think it makes sense that we'll hibernate for December, and we'll come back with a bang in January with Moya Brennan. I believe that session is already sold out in the room, but we're going to see if we can open up a couple of more tickets, and we're going to really push to Zoom and get lovely. There's people putting their hands up, throwing pieces of paper at me already saying, get me 2 tickets, please. So before I ramble on, I want to give a warm welcome to our usual person who kicks us off here, Jerry Cullen. And later we will hear from our lovely special guest, Róisín Chambers. So in your own time, Jerry, take us away.
It's great to be back in the cold and everything. Hot in here, outside. This is The Brown and the Yellow Ale. Translation from the Irish. It was sung way back by James Stephens of the Crock of Gold and Charwoman's Daughter and all of that. And apparently it was a favourite of James Joyce. So I do happen to have a recording of James Stephens singing it that I got from Fran O'Rourke. Anyway, sing the first verse in Irish. Vi mishes mo van bjog lag oil and bohar is oro gram o cri. Ke cas vi doing a gruigach an or we. Cook mold on the bui. As I walked down the road one fine summer's morning, oh, the brown and the yellow ale, I met with a young man without any warning. Oh, love of my heart. He asked me if the woman by my side was my daughter. Oh, the brown and the yellow ale. When I said she's my wife, his manner didn't alter. Oh, love of my heart. He asked me if I'd lend her for an hour and a day. Oh, the brown and the yellow ale. I said if she thinks that's fine, you may take her away. Oh, love of my heart. So you take the high road and I'll be off with her. Oh, the brown and the yellow ale. And I'll meet you again by the ford of the river. Oh, love of my heart. I waited by that ford for an hour and a quarter. Oh, the brown and the yellow ale. And when she came to me, 'twas without shame I saw her. Oh, love of my heart. When she told me her story, sure I lay down and died. Oh, the brown and the yellow ale. She sent 2 men for timber, and she never even cried. O love of my heart. A board of alder and a board of holly. Oh, the brown and the yellow ale, and 3 great yards of a shroud all about me. Oh, love of my heart. If my own little mother, she had never been a woman, oh, the brown and the yellow ale, I would tell you many's another tale about women. Oh, right.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Thank you so much. The Pride of Drogheda, Jerry Cullen, thank you. We missed you last month. We're going to just go over to your right now, to another stalwart of this session, as new as it is. We're going to go to Connor Sweetman for a song, please. And for everyone joining us online, I can see some people singing along to the brown and the yellow ale. It's lovely to see you all jumping in on Zoom. I know McDara Yates wrote a little background to that song recently and put it up online on his Instagram. But I'd love to talk to you about it as well. It's a really interesting and wonderful song. So, but in your own time, Connor, please do take us away.
Oh, what's the world a coming to? There's new things every day. It's hard to know what we will do if things go on this way. If Arthur Guinness gets his way, it's really hard to think. But fippence we will pay, me boys, for every quart we drink. Oh, what is breaking me heart, and everything so dear. Now you heard that Guinness's porter, his double X and stout, it's going to be boycotted with a manner of doubt. When it comes to the end of the quarter, it's him will be taken short. We'll all drink Darcy's porter, there's a man who won't extort. Oh, what do you think of the beer, me boys? What do you think of the beer? Fippence a quart is breaking me heart, and everything so dear. Now the peelers, they may walk the streets from early morn till late, until they find a drunken man to pass them on their bait. But there won't be any more prisoners each morning, find 10 bob. What do you think of the beer? Fippence a quart is breaking me heart, and everything so dear. Well, Jemmy sniped the tailor, and his wife a drunken bet. They went to Burke's, the corner shop, 2 pewters for to get me goose 5 pence I'll never pay. Oh, what do you think of the beer, me boys? What do you think of the beer? Fippence a quart is breaking me heart, and everything so dear. Now the women, they are really going mad, both one and all. They cannot get a small pint from Master John at all. So they says instead of porter, they'll drink cordial now for spite, or join with the teetotalers, and I think they're bloody right. Oh, what do you think of the beer, me boys? What do you think of the beer? Fippence a quart is breaking me heart, and everything so dear.
Yay. Connor Sweetman, thank you so much. Before we go over to Michael Steen, can we get one more song right in the middle there? Margaret, would you sing us one?
Okay.
A very warm welcome as it's your first time. You're beside 2 people who've been at almost every session, but you're very welcome. It's delighted to see you here at your first session. And be sure to know that singing is alive and well, because you're running a new session out in Lusk, or is it just moved there? Did it?
It's moved from Donabate. We used to be in the shoreline, so it's the TSEAC Singing Circle. So we're starting in Murray's of Lusk on Monday night.
Beautiful.
8 to 10.
You've got the plug out there and everything now, so now you can just relax and enjoy
So everyone's welcome.
the song.
Right, I wasn't expecting this, but sure. I once was a ploughboy, but a soldier am now. I courted lovely Molly as I followed at the age of 16. Oh, but now I must leave her and fight for James the King. Oh, Molly, lovely Molly, I delight in your charms, and 'tis many a long night I have lain in your arms, and if ever I return again, it'll be in the spring, when the mavis and the turtle dove and the nightingale sings. You can go to the market, you can go to the fair, you can go to church on Sunday and meet your new love there. And if any man should love you half as much as I do, I will not stop your marriage. Farewell, love, adieu. Oh, Molly, lovely Molly, I delight in your charms, and 'tis many a long night I have lain in your arms, and if ever I return again, it'll be in the spring, when the mavis and the turtle dove and the nightingale.
Gorgeous, Margaret. Thank you so much. And great to hear that you've relocated that lovely singing circle to Lusk, and the very best of luck with it now. Absolutely. So Michael Steen, I know you shaved your head. I think you were going as Ian Lynch for Halloween or something like that. We can see it on the screen. Let's check your levels. Say hello to us there, Macha.
Hello everyone in the Séamus Arts Centre. You can hear me okay?
Perfect.
Nice stuff. I'm zooming in from Gran Canaria this evening. It's lovely, 28 degrees today. So we'll have a few singers, have a few singers from the Zoom room. We have singers from Wexford, from Meath, from Canada, from California, and from elsewhere that I've yet to learn. So I won't speak anymore. We'll get to the songs. We'll just line them up then. Maybe if you'd start us off, Gavin from Wexford, with a lovely picture on the wall there above the radiator, keeping him warm, followed by Séamus, and then Kathleen from Canada. If you don't mind, we'll have three singers to begin. So Gavin, I'll unmute you here. I think I have to ask. Yep. Are you with us, Gavin?
Yep.
Keeping warm down there.
Trying my best. It is chilly.
Do you have a song for us tonight?
Yeah, I'll try Patrick Galvin's James Connolly.
No better man. Go for it.
Where is our James Connolly? Where can that brave man be? He is gone to organize the Union, that working men might yet be free. Where's our citizen army? Where's that gallant band? They have gone to join the great rebellion for the freedom of each working man. Then who'll be there to lead the van? Oh, who'll be there to lead the van? Who but our own James Connolly, the hero of each working man, who carries high our burning flag, who carries high our burning flag, who but James Connolly, all pale and wounded, could carry high our burning flag. They carried him up to the jail. They carried him up to Kilmainham jail, and there they shot him one bright May morning, and laid him in a quick lime grave. Who mourns now for this brave man? Who mourns now for this fighting man? Oh, lay me down in yon green garden, but make my bearers Union men. So we laid him down in yon green garden, with Union men on every side, and we swore we would make one mighty Union, and fill that gallant man with pride. So come all you noble young Irish men, come join with me for liberty, and we will forge a mighty weapon, and break the bonds of slavery.
Mighty stuff, Gavin.
Is it?
Lovely to hear a song written by a man from Cork, sung by a man from Wexford at the Hearth. So we'll move along to Séamus then. Séamus, in front of a picture of a pub.
Mhm.
Do you have a song tonight for us, Séamus?
I do, yeah. Thanks, Michael.
In your own time.
Following on from Gavin's song, I suppose, 6 months before James Connolly was executed in America, another Labour organizer who was also a songwriter like Connolly was executed in Utah, and the anniversary of his execution actually was on Tuesday, just past, and shortly after, or maybe about almost 20 years after his death, a man called Alfred Hayes wrote a poem about him, and subsequently, a couple of years later, Earl Robinson set the poem to music, and it's became a Labour anthem. And probably, in fairness, most people know him through the song rather than through his own history, and the song, of course, is Joe Hill. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me. Says I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I never died, says he. I never died, says he. In Salt Lake City, Joe, says I, him standing by my bed. They framed you on a murder charge, says Joe, but I ain't dead. Says Joe, but I ain't dead. The copper bosses shot you, Joe. They killed you, Joe, says I. Takes more than guns to kill a man, says Joe. I didn't die, says Joe. I didn't die. I'm standing there as big as life and smiling with his eyes. Joe says what they forgot to kill went on to organize, went on to organize. Joe Hill ain't dead, he says to me. Joe Hill ain't never died. Where working men are out on strike, Joe Hill is at their side. Joe Hill is at their side. From San Diego up to Maine, in every mine and mill, where workers strike and organize, says he, you'll find Joe Hill, says he, you'll find Joe Hill. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me. Says I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I never died, says he. I never died, says he. I never died, says he.
Lovely stuff, Séamus. Thanks for that tribute there. We were having a laugh in the chat. The shout out to San Diego there. Pamela's joining us from San Diego tonight, so lovely to hear that. And great memories of hearing it from me, Paul Robeson, singing that song, and lovely to hear you sing it tonight. So I think we've just one more in the Zoom for now, although we've recently had Ben join us from Germany, so we've upped the number of countries participating tonight by one. But Kathleen in Canada, I'll ask to unmute you there, and you're very welcome. And if you have a song or something you'd like to contribute to the session, you're very welcome. How are you there, Kathleen?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. We've got Irish weather here, kind of chilly and rainy, but that's okay. Thanks very much. I love these sessions and I had to miss the last few, but anyway, I'm going to sing There's the Day. And I just want to share a lovely moment about this song. There's some great pubs here in Toronto where I live, and there are places with sessions, music sessions, no singing sessions particularly, at least that I know of. And I sometimes feel like I've gone to this one pub, Noonan's, a few times, and I've thought, oh, somebody should offer to sing. And then the last time I was there, which was recently, I thought, I'm going to offer to sing. So I talked to the people, the guys, they were all guys in the session. And yeah, they said, go ahead. But really, it kind of surprised me because they announced it. And I love in sessions that I've been in Ireland where if people know the chorus or the refrain, they just join in, the whole pub, whatever. And so I thought, well, I'm going to try to, it's such a simple chorus. I'll try to teach it. So I did, and it really worked. And the whole pub sang along on There's the Day. So your wonderful singing culture travels so beautifully. Anyway, I'll shut up and I'll sing. I'm a little vague on the verses, but I'll check my notes every once in a while. A fitful sleep the landlord had. Oh, I think I'm missing the right. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the chorus so I get the. There's day. It's not the day. It is the day. The night is over. It's not the day. Whatever you say. And it's only the moon to guide the rover. A fitful sleep the landlord had, mid-din and chatting not of his choosing. His daughter till the morning light, abusing those who sat there boozing. There's the day, it's not the day, it is the day, the night is over. It's not the day, whate'er you say, and it's only the moon to guide the rover. Come, landlord, join us in the snug, all drowsy thoughts of slumber scorning. There's not one drop in jar or jug that we won't drain before the morning. There's the day, it's not the day, it is the day, the night is over. It's not the day, whate'er you say, and it's only the moon that guides the rover. I'll stay in bed, the landlord said, for if I get up, you'll go out quicker. So drink your fill of swipes and swill, but not one drop of my good liquor. There's the day, it's not the day, it is the day, the night is over. It's not the day, whate'er you say, and it's only the moon to guide the rover. This tavern has my socks and shoes. The landlord has my coat and breeches. By morning I've no more to lose, and I'll go snooze among the ditches. There's the day, it's not the day, it is the day, the night is over. It's not the day, whate'er you say, and it's only the moon to guide the rover. I've money left to treat a friend. Here's my last guinea upon the table. So let's tilt the barrel on its end, and let's be drinking whilst we're able. Last one, there's the day. It's not the day, it is the day. The night is over, it's not the day. Whate'er you say, and it's only the moon to guide the rover, and it's only the moon to guide the rover. Thank you.
Oh, mighty stuff, Kathleen. Thanks so much for that. There's the day. It's not the day. Lovely song. Thanks for that. Hopefully everybody was singing along at home and in the Séamus Dennis Arts Centre, of course, as well. We've had a few others join us. You're very welcome, Christina and Neil from Glasgow as well. So we'll hand it back over to the room. It's a room and Zoom session tonight. We just finished the Zoom. We'll go back to the room. What's happening?
The room is filling up despite the frosty weather. The room is filling up in fairness, and we were all singing along. I hope you could hear it all the way over there. Kathleen, fair play to you. Ian took care fod, Koch. Well done. You had us all going. We're going to run straight over for maybe just 2 songs to keep it going here to our very special guest, Róisín Chambers. We have singers already lined up for the second half. My job is easy tonight. This is brilliant. Maybe we'll see what time we're at with 2, and then we'll get more off you in the second half. That'd be brilliant. Just because we're running so strong tonight. So yeah, you traversed from snowy Belfast to be with us tonight. So thank you so much. And I know it's an absolute pleasure to have you, Róisín Chambers. So everybody, let's put our hands together and welcome our special guest, Róisín.
We can't hear ye in Zoom land. I'm so sorry to cut across you, but we can't hear you in Zoom land. I think the Séamus Dennis Arts Centre
as well, and I love that. So, sure, Peggy, this Padder Khan, Jesus, Clush of Harla Bliented, Mekana, Ovi Medoya, Bliendish. So, this is I'm singing since I was 12. It's Peggy and his Padder, and I kind of one that was made famous by the recording of Joseph O'Haney, and sang again over the years. So, sing along with me. So. Sa fegi no gariti fegi mohri ke on farfa the shin chin chila the shees. Oh, I know a story mohri. Sa fegi no gariti father mohri o shane do land of nachwaka to riv. Oh, I know a story mohri. And was she humish hair agus humish here a face o gerlan of Niakameriv. Oh, I know a story mohri. Sa fegi no gariti fegi mohri. Oh, I read o has a ghost rate to Grimby. Oh, I know a story mohri. And was your father no gariti father mohri. Any after mo wall talk a minibui. Oh, I know a story mohri. Sa fegi no gariti fegi mohri. Tan cock a show lodge in a chiwi. Oh, I know a story mohri. Sa feather no gariti father mohri. Tan cock a show lodge in a chiwi. Agus I know a story mohri. Sa fagin te lana mo see mo cheese sneak at the body junto waris mo de rish oh I know a story mo cri goes I know a story mo cri. We're more on what time we have, Fergus. Yeah, just so I can think about what we'll do is different. So I'll sing. I'll continue on with an Aaron War sean-nós called that Stefan over there I met tonight showed me his Aaron more than an Aaron, and he wanted me to pick this unbelievable book, but everything amount of songs in that book. Anyway, found them all. I had to pick my favourite song and sign it. But Shukkan on Castleach Bon, where I learned this song. I was lucky enough to learn these songs from recordings that the late Séamus MacMathúna gave me. He was my neighbour, him and his wife, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here singing. And I was very lucky to have that resource and that influence. Show Aaron, this is about a man who's kind of torn between the church and his love, and he talks about the poetry in the song that we could go through meticulously, but the poetry in it that describes where he's kind of torn and about his love, and then he's getting torn to the Oglish, and it's just so and it's a Castleach, so he was the white-haired Cassidy, so I think the song's from around Roscommon area. I'm not sure exactly when it was written around, but Bon Trialas, so Bon Sultas. Let me just move and get a bit of space to breathe here. So, oh, like to get right key. So, oh, on a slave one Erwish Mochalinitas Dagamite Burha Isirin Yeshigualdov Chamochrimolor Mardad Machuli Kosnoa Machlusa Gossip Warma Fugra Glanagar on the Mas Sion the Naragoala Moshkel on Urshin Nara Huerteramachrui Bocht Eon Kashtachabon Sershan Nastaire Tapler Gachamaiden Shudi my rogin on a rolly one Shei on three Nachalami Ganabon Napuntiv Shive Ganaquantas Alamer life Marianne in Itach Mori Erchulan the Woher He's a Chern Coast Tif we Nakli chabarig ing a gradog meinin nimwir snach astach reizun lenar char tuing elham snach was a ferhit on a talanis snachen nach galach soles reiren snachelas na realta idus na hi need a brinas braga it as na graina scos na van heish cat where can the brian maris mama faki na la crua chaparik ing all at a gradog may in weir isivi may galash go am movar go sent on North Skull facuig mlian no go word me allas agus corle on English favier a crote ovrish mehit snachri war matis every long rasta snach will chain adam go jokin this year sconairi on tile hard lash nisleite all at a gradog may in weir be wrong Sinead. She's getting warm in here now. It's getting warmer in here now, I think. After that. So, right, I'll finish off with a song.
Beautiful,
Bumpies, yeah. And I'll have a cup of tea or whatever.
Yeah.
What happens at the break. So, can the Anna Meg and Jared just these kind of gigs? I always think what's nice and what mixes in well and what because you have such a variation of songs from the audience and from the whole gang. Like so, I like to kind of break it up a bit and see. I'll finish off with this is a song that I learned more recently. Hopefully suffering from the end stages of baby brain at the moment, so I'm starting to come back. It's just taking a bit of time. So this is one that's called Of Sportsman Bold, and it's a newly composed song, but doesn't actually sound like it, if you get me. This is written by Barry Kerr, very good friend of mine who I would have hung around with, like we would have sang on a Sunday night together in Belfast in Madden's Bar back when I was in university, probably around 10 years ago. And he's an unbelievable, great musician, painter, everything, and songwriter as well. He's written this song, and it's from the point of view of a hare being chased by a lurcher along Knockney, and it talks about the different characters that are there, and he knew these characters growing up because their family were all from around the Knockney area, just outside Lurgan there. So I just love I just think I heard the song, I was like, oh, I absolutely love that song, and it sounds like a song maybe that Geordie Hanna would have sang years ago, you know, but actually it was written more recently by Barry Kerr. So I'll see if I do it justice and I remember the words, but we'll take a stab at it anyway. So, of Sportsman Bold. I'll get the key. I'll sing a song of days long gone. I'll sing a song of days long gone, when I roamed wild and free. No river wide nor mountain side did e'er put a hold on me. Let's take it down a key. I'll sing a song of days long gone, when I roamed wild and free. No river wide nor mountain side did e'er put a hold on me. I did swim and climb in the lakes and brine, over heather, bog and briar, from early night till the dark of night. No hound could quell my fire, till morning came whilst on the plain, near Loch Naze of verdant shores, a band of men from a castle lane, Kilwilkie and the shore. There were lurchers wild and hounds did cry, and raised the sound of hell. I was frightened then when I sighted Ben, gentle from the lane. Of sportsmen bold I have been told, of Doran and Maxstay. With dog and gun for sport and fun, they'd leave a hare to play. But like thunder cloud there were dogs allowed, came a gentle from the lane. His pride and joy, a dog named Fly, was a one to give me chase. I turned his dog through field and bog, for a mile on aching mile. No place to hide, though how I tried to lose him in my style. But as darkness fell, I heard the bell from St. Peter's on the hill. I went to ground and homeward bound, went gentle from the lane. I remember days when o'er I stray and meet these lurgan men. Those times are gone, I'm free to roam this country all around. But if on air a sound I fear, haunting in the wind, I mind the time I outran Fly, and gentle from the lane.
Thank you so much, Róisín. That was brilliant. So we're going to have a 10-minute break. When we come back, Sean Faulkner, might you sing us a song in the second half? And you might tell us as well about this lovely gig that's coming up on the 22nd of November, local here. And we have some people in the room who've never sung before who want to sing. But first of all, we'll get a nice cup of tea. So put your hands together for Róisín Chambers one more time. Thank you so much. You're very welcome back to the Séamus Ennis Arts Centre, our last singing session of the year. Tom Creve Rishta Marshin, but we'll be back again with a bang in January. We're going to straight away get a couple of songs from the room. Sean Faulkner, I'd love if you just mentioned this gig coming up, as we love to support local gigs here on starting on the 22nd of November, and then take us away with a song. We'll get a song out of you as well, if you would, in your own time.
We can't hear in Zoom land, just so you know.
Place where people like Jerry and myself and Sean Corcoran and various other Drogheda people would have learned to sing in good company and singing in the back room in the pub from maybe the middle 60s, and then a session moved into the pub, Jerry, probably in 71, 72, and continued there up until COVID. Unfortunately, it hasn't reopened since COVID. But all details on drogheda.com, and we'd like, if anybody's at a spare end over the weekend, they'd be more than welcome to pop down. So I'll sing a song from Drogheda, about Drogheda, and part of the business in the pub over the years was the selling of tickets, you know, for boats, both to Liverpool and in some instances from Drogheda Port, you know, over to North America. And even in Catchley, Ballycarber's time, there was a little bit of business, you know, in that space. You landsmen all pay attention and listen to my tune. I'm sure your eyes will fill with tears when I relate the same. It's of a good old merchant ship as she crossed the sea. From Drogheda sailed with passengers bound for America. The ship's name was the Juniper, as you may understand. She was built in America, in St. John's in Newfoundland. Her burden was 800 tons. She had a pleasant crew, 20 able seamen bold, her mates and captains too. On the 13th day of March, me boys, we sailed from Drogheda, and people in their thousands came to wave us from the quay. Some hearts were light and merry, and others sad and sore, saying, fare ye well, old Ireland, we may never see you more. We sailed with pleasure all on the sea until the 14th day. Then the captain, we sailed with pleasure all on the sea until the 14th day. Then the captain to his crew did say, I fear a storm's on way. Clear away them decks, me boys, for the storm is near at hand. And if it's not the mercy of the Lord, we'll never make the land. The wind it blew tremendous and the rain in torrents fell. Of our doleful situation, I'm sure no tongue can tell. The lightning flashed and the thunder crashed, and dismal was the day when all at once 200 voices raised a dismal cry. The captain on the quarter deck right manfully did stand. I fear our ship has sprung a leak, come let the pumps be manned. We all in turn worked manfully, as long as strength did last. But still the water it gained on us, it sprung so very fast. Our bowsprit it was all washed away, our fore and mainmast too, with 20 of our passengers and 10 of our crew. All food and water they were lost, no more we could obtain. And there we lay for days and nights upon the raging main. The captain to his crew did say, here we can no longer stand. I fear our ship is sinking fast, and we so far from land. Can't out that small boat quickly with a supply of store, and with the assistance of the Lord, we will strive to reach the shore. All food and water that could be had unto the boat was sent, while parents for their children in sorrow did lament. Not one soul got on that boat, but only 34. When our ship it sank beneath the waves, and was never seen no more. We were scarce for hours all in the boat, drifting before the wind, when the Lord, who's always merciful, to us proved very kind. The Grosvenor Clavey hove in sight, that ship of gallant fame. We hoisted our flag all on the spot, and to our relief they came. Long life attend to brave Captain K and the crew at his command. The wind it very kindly took us to dry land. On the 5th of May we landed, all in America, where we said a prayer for our comrades dear, who are buried 'neath the sea. Shinawell.
Gorgeous, Sean. Thanks so much. We might send, or we're going to have a lovely song from Catherine now. So take it away in your own time, Catherine.
Farewell, old Ireland, a long farewell. My bitter anguish no tongue can tell, for I must sail o'er the ocean wide, from my cottage home by Loch Sheelin side. How proud was I of my girl so fair, was envied most by the young men there, when I brought home my bashful bride to my cottage home by Loch Sheelin side. But oh, our joys were too good to last. The landlord came for our hopes to blast. In vain we pleaded for mercy, no, and he hurled us out in the blinding snow. Then no one opened for us their door, for ill-felt vengeance would follow sure. My Eileen fainted in my arms and died, as the snow lay deep on the mountain side. I buried her down in the churchyard low, where in the springtime the wild daisies grow. I shed no tears, for my mouth was dry on that dreadful night by Loch Sheelin side. So farewell, old Ireland, farewell all the days. My ship will soon sail but oh, my fond heart would sooner bide by my Eileen's grave by Loch Shielin's side.
We'll go across the room. We're just going to pop across the room to a new singer joining us for the first time, Siobhan O'Hainlawn. Shin Bioknach, I nearly got your name right there, Siobhan, but Mila Falch. Anyway, you're very, very welcome. We're going to jump over to the Zoomosphere after this. I'm sorry for the people on Zoom who can't hear this very gentle cooing that's accompanying the singing here from our youngest member of the singing session here. I might be a little bit biased, but I think it's the most beautiful accompanying sound to the singing in the world here. This is my son Senan's first singing session at 12 weeks old today. So in your own time, Kate, that's the wrong mic there. Bring it right over.
Is ye burne sagart me mock fuin a glante Tom o'clue colches cahi me re Sní fosen she banner be wallach le gial me Margur minnick le rahegur cushi me gol O vi me ilans bufian on nache Hug me shar serena lasser Yark me on aniris lower she go falchul Shared dorchi kate falchino Ca will to a goal Shock ran the farige curas on nach me Eg toriok mawajin adimi leshro Skawanach she agum blin Ellen O'Rourke Feok fuen o Kate fall jammer wirinish tork The lag she a news a gum border a finer Irin do he no gun nolan with joke Tall lup with ale Tá lán buid é lamsas na glinach I lente Spé paiste gan I hammer wirinish tork Ska daintse go galja le Bartlín an bodor Nach I far all in na yarka address Last tavon wale le njartinti krave Sgur bei sioginish roige vi fuine ga kosh Vi asilis coupelis muli rira sound Brataki arge I marga cle Seg carrigo wattle Shadow she pardon Shared dorchina bahagi myrinish tork Vi picturne kronaker husaka kohuste Oh my god Vi picturne kronaker husaka kohuste Popsigen nargidis bukligen arbui Skate derach knock showidi myrinish tork Go to mailing Maggie
Michael, take us away.
Mighty stuff, lovely. Thank you. Great to hear all those songs from the room there. And geez, we've quite a few more singers, so I apologize that we won't get to all of you in the Zoom room, coming from I think 4 or 5 different countries tonight. So fantastic to have this representation for the Séamus Ennis Arts Centre, and thank you to Róisín, our guest, who sang absolutely beautifully. A real treat to hear you. So thank you for being the guest. I might call on. I don't know if Sylvie, Rachel Zakrep, if you would sing next, and then maybe if Pamela out in San Diego. I think it might only be is it not? Is it your lunchtime, Pamela? It's 12:44, so Pamela's just had her lunch. So we'll have two songs from the Zoom room, and then we'll go back to the room. So mighty session so far. Thanks everybody for your songs. Let me unmute you there, Sylvie, and please let us know where you're zooming in from.
Thank you so much.
Me by mistake.
I'm calling from Arcata, California.
Nice stuff. Oh, I think you're back muted there. I'm going to ask to unmute you. You just have to accept the unmuting.
Oh.
Arcata, California is on the line.
That?
Yes.
Okay.
Hear you. Please, if you have a song, we'd love to hear whatever you want to share today. Thank you.
If it's all right, I'll share a walking song from the Outer Hebrides of Scotland. It's in the Gaelic. It's a really old song. It's a fairy song, and it is the title, which is also the first line, translates to something like "Sleep is ill work for messengers." It's about a man who's supposed to go get the midwife while his wife is in labor, and he falls asleep, and the wife and the child end up passing away, and the fairy comes and leaves them with this song. Soken oped o hekerin cattle horo agus julerin oro. Ben hogu glaki ag balag a carig oro hu ag toshach na traia. Ben hogu glaki ag balag a carig oro agus julerin oro. Myrin i'r ben hwyr control natur. Horo hwyr tashach na traia. Myrin i'r ben hwyr control natur. Horo agus julerin oro. Jannig en dasken behövekes naljan. Horo hwyr tashach na traia. Jannig en dasken behövekes naljan. Horo agus julerin oro. Sen naishikien betu krian failure. Horo hwyr tashach na traia. Sen naishikien betu krian failure. Horo agus julerin oro. Spúvial se dá fog na nóla gríne. Horo hwyr tashach na traia. Soken oped o hekerin cattle. Horo agus julerin oro. Ben hogu glaki ag balag a carig. Horo hwyr tashach na traia. Hallelujah.
Holland, lovely stuff. Thanks for that, Sylvie. And another one from California. While we're over there, we might as well get another song from California from Pamela. So Pamela, I'll ask to unmute you, and you know the drill by now, I'm sure. Pamela's a veteran of the Zoom singing sessions all the way back from the COVID days when we were all sequestered at home singing to one another. So in your own time, Pamela, we'd love to hear a song from you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for asking for a song. And the painting behind me is of the Mutiny of the Nore, which is the setting of this song. Ye gods above, protect a widow, and with pity look down on me. Help me out of trouble, and through this sad calamity. Parker was a wild young sailor, fortune to him did prove unkind. although he was hanged up for mutiny, worse than him was left behind. Farewell, Parker, thou bright angel, once thou wast old England's pride, although he was hanged up for mutiny, worse than him was left behind. Young Parker was my lawful husband, my bosom friend, and my love so dear. Though he was doomed by law to suffer, I was not allowed to come near. At length I saw a yellow flag flying, the signal that my true love was to die. A gun was fired, as was required, to hang him all on the yardarm so high. Farewell, Parker, thou bright angel, once thou wast old England's pride, although he was hanged up for mutiny, worse than him was left behind. The boatman made his best endeavour to reach the shore without delay. There I stood waiting, just like a mermaid, to carry the corpse of my husband away. At dead of night, when all was silent, and thousands of people were fast asleep, me and me poor maidens beside me into the burying grounds did creep. With trembling hands instead of shovels, the mould from his coffin we scratched away, until we came to the corpse of Parker and carried him off without delay. A mourning cart there stood awaiting, and off to London we drove with speed, and there we had him most decently buried, and a sermon preached over him indeed. Farewell, Parker, thou bright angel, once thou wast old England's pride, although he was hanged up for mutiny, worse than him was left behind. Chinny.
Lovely stuff. Thanks for that, Pamela, and lovely to have the artwork in the background as well. A very thoughtful touch there. So thanks for that. Well, much appreciated by everybody. So I just thought to say thanks everybody for joining us in the Zoom room. I'm sorry we couldn't get to all of you tonight. But please come back in January and we'll be sure to squeeze you in for a song. We'd love to hear ye and what you have to sing. So with that, I think we'll hand it back over to the room, to the Seamus Ennis Arts Centre for the remainder of the evening.
Super. So as Michael said there, and great job, Michael. Thank you so much for joining us from your sunny holidays, you fecker. But we are prioritizing the brave near 20 souls who braved the elements and came out here to the Seamus Ennis tonight in the freezing cold. So we don't have too much sympathy for you, Michael, in your lovely sunny Puerto Rico. So I'd love to pop back for a few songs to end the night from our wonderful special guest, Róisín Chambers, and yeah. We will take a break and freeze over for December and then come back with a bang in January with Moya Brennan. So please do join, especially on Zoom, and we'll prioritize the 2 or 3 people that we didn't get the song from that we're ready to sing in that month. Special shout out to Sylvie. I think my baby filled its nappy when you told the meaning of your song, but he's been changed now and he's coming back in for the closing song of the evening. So do you have any shows coming up you'd like me to mention or anything like that? I know you're flat out.
No, the Bonny Men were in Christchurch. It's been organised by Focus Ireland. I think Aoife Ní Bhriain's going to be there as well. She's playing out here. And
is that on the
17th of December?
that on the Bonny Men's website?
It'll probably be on the link, the page.
Yeah.
It's connected to Instagram or what it's called. Can't remember.
No worries.
But yeah, it's beyond. I think it's part of the New Year's festival starting early and then.
The 16th of December.
17th
of December.
Yeah, in Christchurch.
The Bonny Men are one of my favourite bands to come out over the last 10 years from Ireland, and now to hear Róisín Chambers joining them is just win-win. So that's very exciting. Will you take us away with a couple of songs when you're ready? Thank you so much.
Thanks. Yes, there's a few.
While you're thinking, we'll clap for Róisín Chambers.
Trying to think what I'll sing to finish off. So
Yeah.
I'll sing. I might as well. I'll sing a song. One of the big love songs of Sean-nós singing. It's called Cushlani Nail. This is Darach O'Callaghan's version. There's a few versions of it, and it's kind of the song itself and the poetry in it is absolutely beautiful, and all the imagery that's used, and it's a song from all around the country really. Well, it's a northern song really, because from the O'Neill dynasty and kind of mid-Ulster there. So given that I'm living up in Belfast, I'll sing this kind of to do with that, and this one was kind of made. There's a few other versions of it. I'm sure there's more that I don't know about, but this is the one that was kind of recorded by Darach O'Callaghan. So we'll give it a shot. Let's get the key, sorry. Skedes long honey carrier, she molen agers nach en noch the twos. Leishon a mocha linis beirut, avril goch me shall let alone. Marger her to autumn teire, feel grog as ni latse morun. Ach I care the farrier again, ta na schleife ti golle du mes tu. Ta na gardini show e wasach, feel grog agus e Michel hein. Ta na pausi show e gifasan, easy brache ti hawake tu riev. My chlana call a clorshi, call a trajana call bin onen, or a della magrawem, coolinalen go kushlani nail, easy kushlani nail. Ta na perla wan diam semora, adok me hein is beisto, go morning on this chantwa, halach hi war, shachoni an this a cholin smora. Ach hawal ni lefal, ach on realty no lesh a tarna maludan hal. Ore danyon yamostorin, say a galichi de chopi blaklier. Ore danyon Narishte, say a goller on maludi here, K girl on satiron, near worry tarish mar spray, ach a bar lumps of a poster, le Mostarin he Koshlan Minaid. I think this is the last. Is this the last song of the night?
We get one from the room and then pop back.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, brilliant. Is this for Andrea?
Yeah. I always twist her arm. Can we get a microphone here, Kate, if that's all right? Bring it to the baby as if the baby's going to sing there. So we will pop back for a closing song. You're okay for time, right?
Oh yeah.
Thanks so much. Thanks again for traveling here. It's been such a special evening. But
delighted, and it's just nice.
I wanted to mark Sennin's very first, and hopefully
it's recorded as well.
Hopefully one of many singing sessions for young Sennin. And I'll ask his fine mother, and my partner Andrea Delaney to sing a little song. So you're going to sing a winter song. We're not here next month, but it's the 21st of January, is it the 22nd? Excuse me. It's a Wednesday exactly that we're recommencing here in January. It is Wednesday the 22nd. So for the only month of the year that we switch it up. So we'll be back in January. So because we'll miss winter, we're going to get one Christmas song from Andrea Delaney here, featuring a cooing little 12-week-old Sennin, and then we'll finish off the evening back with Róisín Chambers. So in your own time, take it away, love.
In winter, fire is beautiful, beautiful like a song. In winter, snow is beautiful, all of the winter long. And you, little son, come safely home, riding the tail of the wind. May you always come as safely home in winter, fire and snow. The days get dark uneasily, darker and darker still, and you have gone to carnival, and I feel the winter chill, and you, little son, come safely home, riding the tail of the wind. May you always come as safely home in winter, fire and snow. In winter, fire is beautiful, beautiful like a song. In winter, snow is beautiful, all of the winter long. All of the winter
We'll be sending you the invoice for his performance as well. Now start them early.
I'm not sure I can follow that.
You have to.
What? I know.
Yeah. Róisín has an 8-month-old baby she's going to drive home to after this. So I just want to, I want to thank her one more time for making the trip, and all of the singers here, Jerry for starting us off, Connor for keeping us going, all of the new singers who came for the first time this evening, Sean for sharing that and for promoting the festival starting tomorrow. So thank you everybody, and one more round of applause, and we'll take it away with Róisín Chambers for the last one.
Thanks a million, and thanks to everyone who's organised this Séamus Ennis Centre, and Fergus and Donald, who contacted me originally, sorry, brain is, to do this back in, I think it was May or sometime, I can't remember, and I was like, I said to myself, the baby was born in April, and he's like, can you do the one in June? I was like, oh yeah, I probably can, like, you know, and then I was like, thank God I didn't say to do it, because I definitely was not in the headspace, but I'm delighted it was pushed back to now, so, and yeah, so I'm back singing and everything, so hard to follow that now, to be honest, but anyway, I'm trying to think what I'll finish off with. There's a song that, again, sean-nós that I learnt again in my singing session days when we used to sit in Madden's on a Sunday night in Belfast, again with Rory Canaan from South Armagh and Barry Kerr. And this one, it's a Belfast song written by Brian Moore, a great writer, playwright from Belfast. And it's called Those Crappies Who Would Not Lie Down. And I kind of sang it a bit recently. Hopefully I remember all the words, but do you know this song? Would you be aware of it? No. So this song I think it's kind of, it just talks about, the song will clearly tell its story when I'm singing it, but has a lovely chorus in it, and it's kind of a revolutionary type song, especially probably relevant to our day-to-day life across world politics on every day and at the moment as well, particularly of such a strong and heartbreaking story that's happening across the world in Gaza. So this song is a song of kind of revolution and struggle, and probably loads more verses need to be added to it since it was written, but anyway, we'll get that done again. So Lara, it's been brilliant to be here again. So Míle Magan, lovely to see all people I haven't seen in a long time, really nice and great. The Zoom was brilliant. I can't believe there's people around the world and everything. So I need to try and get on to join in on the Zooms now next time. So Míle Magan. So join in with me for the chorus as well. Oh, I'll sing it. I know a man and his brains also ran. Oh, I know a man and his brains also ran. His mind is befuddled by the love of the crown. Like a drunken pabor, oh, he'll rant and he'll roar, like the crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Oh, when all said and done, you know, freedom is won, oh, with the crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Oh, when all said and done, you know, freedom is won, oh, with the crappies who would not lie down. On England's fair shore there are people galore, whose brain is delighted by the new royal gown. Their bright minds will be thrashed, they accept Maggie's lash, and curse the crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Oh, when all said and done, you know, freedom is won, oh, with the crappies who would not lie down. I'll sing you the praises of old Ho Chi Minh, as the people of Vietnam gathered all round. And at that bright dawn they marched into Saigon, like the crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Oh, when all said and done, you know, freedom is won, oh, with the crappies who would not lie down. In Central America there they would strive to rid themselves free of that Washington clown. Oh, freedom's the games and in East is the name, oh, of the crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Those crappies who would not lie down. Oh, when all said and done, you know, freedom is won, oh, with the crappies who would not lie down. Oh, on the streets of Soweto a poor cry was heard as the poor white man's forehead was creased with a frown. It's not what he planned, he just can't understand why those croppies they would not lie down. Those croppies who would not lie down. Those croppies who would not lie down. Oh, when all said and done, you know, freedom is won. Oh, with the croppies who would not lie down. And here's to the women and here's to the men in every land, oh, village or town. They know what is right and they're willing to fight, like the croppies who would not lie down. Those croppies who would not lie down. Those croppies who would not lie down. Oh, when all said and done, you know, freedom is won. Oh, with the croppies who would not lie down. Those croppies who would not lie down. Those croppies who would not lie down. Oh, when all said and done, you know, freedom is won. With those croppies who would not lie down.
That's it. That's all, folks. We'll see you back on the 22nd of January, and we'll recommence on the third Thursday of every month after that. So let's keep this going. It was an absolute pleasure, and fair play to you all for coming out on this cold night and from all over the world joining us on Zoom. So give yourselves a big round of applause. Super. Thank you, Michael, Steen. Thank you, everybody here. And everybody here at the Séamus Ennis Arts Centre. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Slán.